crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Jets.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On second down now, it's Saunders. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Bust through the tackle. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They'll run here with Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Taylor, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll try the left side. Saunders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Out to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Saunders. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll be out right at the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. This one caught by Isabella. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Jackson. They'll roll him out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Saunders. And a solid run down inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. 53 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now it's Jackson. They'll get this off to Taylor. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. 2nd and 6.
No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And this one is incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On 2nd down, it's Saunders, and he'll get it down here to the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. Oh, he shifts past him and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They go play action now. Wilson. That one complete. Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Saunders, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throwing is Wilson. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Saunders. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs. And
really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 113 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. Gets this to Moore. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a 1st down and then some. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts it into any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And here he'll be brought down.